Good day, STEM students. So today we're going to discuss the first topic for this quarter, and that is angles. Okay, so let's discuss about the angles. So let us discuss the parts of an angle. So the first part of an angle is the vertex. When we say vertex, that is the common endpoint of the rays. So when we say ray, it means that is a one-dimensional figure consisting of a single fixed point and line that extends infinitely in one direction. So, ibig sabihin, continuous yung kanyang direction, but in one direction only. But it has an endpoint. Okay? So, here's our vertex. Okay po? This is our vertex. And that is located at the origin. Okay? If we're talking about the angle at the origin. Okay? So, the vertex is located at the origin. And when we say rays, this is our rays. Okay? This one and also this one. Okay po? Now, let's talk about the initial side. So, when we say initial side, it is the fixed side and this side is stationary. So, when we say fixed side, ibig sabihin, hindi siya umaalis. Naka-fix lang yung kanyang side and of course, hindi siya umaalis. Okay? That's why we called it as stationary. And our initial side is located here. Okay, this is our initial side. So, when we say initial side, located po siya at the positive x-axis. Ulitin ko, our initial side is located at the positive x-axis and hindi nagbabago yung kanyang posisyon. Okay po? Dapat nasa positive x-axis lang si initial side. Okay po tayo doon. Next, let's talk about the terminal side. When we say terminal side, that is the moving side naman. Kung si initial side is fixed side, si terminal side, siya naman yung moving side. Okay? And it determines the angle. So, for example, this one is our terminal side. So, we can determine po the angle of that um, given um, rays, okay? Or the angles, okay po? It can move counterclockwise or clockwise. So, when we say counterclockwise, ibig sabihin, kabaliktaran ng pag-ikot ng orasan. And when we say clockwise, syempre, kung paano umiikot yung orasan, yun, ganun din yung ikot nung ating terminal side. Okay po? So, here's our terminal side. And siya yung nagbibigay ng um, angle nung ating given. Okay po? Now, so remember, kapag sinabing initial side, hindi siya nagmo-move, hindi kay iwan. Kung saan mo siya nilagay, doon lang siya forever. Doon lang siya kay positive x-axis. While si terminal side, siya yung nagmo-move, gala, umiikot, pero sabi ni terminal side, kung iwan man niya si initial, iikot lang siya, pero babalik pa din sa kanya. Babalik at babalik sa'yo. Okay? Now, let's proceed to our next given. So, let's talk about naman the standard position. So, when we say standard position, an angle is in the standard position if the vertex is at the origin and the initial side is on the positive x-axis. So, katulad nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, ang initial side should be at the positive x-axis. So, pag wala na siya sa positive x-axis, meaning hindi siya initial side. Okay po? So, we can say that that given is in the standard position if, okay, if our initial side is located at the positive x-axis. Okay po? And the vertex is at the origin. Dapat nasa origin siya. So, pag nasa ibang part yung ating vertex, ibig sabihin, hindi siya standard position. Hindi pwedeng or. Okay? dapat magkasama. Dapat nasa origin si vertex at the same time si initial side ay nasa x-axis. Pag wala, it means that is not the standard position. Okay? That's so easy to know if that given angle is in the standard position or not. Okay po. Next. Next is, let's talk about the positive and the negative. So, a while ago, diniscuss ko sa inyo yung counterclockwise and clockwise. So, when we say positive, if the terminal side of an angle in a standard position moves counterclockwise. So, kapag ang ikot niya ay kabaliktaran ng orasan, it means our angle is positive. Okay? So, as you can see in this given, papunta dito yung arrow. Okay? Meaning, our angle is positive. Okay? But, if our terminal side naman, the position moves clockwise, ibig sabihin kung paano umiikot yung orasan, ibig sabihin, our angle is negative. Basta umiikot siya ng kung paano umikot ang orasan, that is negative. Okay? Clockwise, negative. Counterclockwise, positive. Okay tayo doon? Okay. Next. So, let's talk about naman the quadrantal angle. So, when we say quadrantal angle, the angle in standard position wherein the terminal side coincides with one of the axes, which is 90, 180, 270, and 360. So, meaning class, dapat yung angle natin, okay, yung terminal side natin, ay nasa mga axis lang. So, for example, dapat nasa y-axis siya, nasa x-axis siya, nasa y-axis na line. Okay? So, for example, dito lang dapat natin siya makikita. Dito, dito. Ibig sabihin, laging quadrant. Okay? Hindi siya pwedeng makita sa loob nitong mga to. Dapat laging nasa line nung y-axis at ng x-axis. Okay? And, you can easily know if that is quadrantal angle if that is the multiples of 90. Okay? So, remember lang ng multiples ng 9, tapos dagdagan nyo lang ng 0. So, 9, 18, 27, 36, and so on. So, dagdagan nyo lang ng 0 sa unahan, sa dulo, to know if that is quadrantal angle. Okay? Basta multiples ng 9, automatic that is quadrantal angle. Okay? Like, for example, 540, 630, that is an example of quadrantal angle. Okay po? So, let's have an example. For example, we have 540 degree angle. Okay? So, here's our Cartesian plane. So, remember class that our initial angle or initial side should be here. Okay? This is our initial side. And since our given is positive, our our rotation should be counterclockwise. So, remember class, every quadrant is 90 degree. So, dapat ito ay laging 90 degree. Okay? This one is 90 degree also. 90 degree and then 90 degree also. Okay? So, let us find where is the 540 degree. I will remove it. Okay? So, you can see the 540. Okay, so, let us find where is our 540. So, since counterclockwise, since our given is positive, so counterclockwise tayo. So, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450, and then 540. So, now, this is our terminal side. And as you can see, it is located at the negative x-axis. That's why, our 540 is a quadrantal angle. Okay? So, that's so easy to to know if that angle is quadrantal or not. So, another given. So, for example, we have 630 degree. So, let us check if 630 degree is a quadrantal or not. Okay? So, again, our initial side should be at the positive x-axis. Okay? And remember class, dyan din kayo mag-start mag-count ng angle. Okay po? So, since positive ulit yan, count lang tayo counterclockwise. Rotate tayo. So, 90, 180, 360, 180, 270, I mean, 360, 450, 540, and then 630. So, here's our 630. So, therefore, 630 is a quadrantal angle. Okay? Basta nasa x and y axis siya matatagpuan, automatic that is quadrantal angle. Okay? Next one. How about if we have negative 270 degree? So, let's see if that is quadrantal or not. So, let's have a Cartesian plane. Okay po? So, again, class, even if that is negative, it should be, our initial side should be here pa din. Okay? Basta sabi ko sa inyo, ang initial side natin ay hindi umaalis ng pwesto. Lagi siyang naka positive x-axis. So, let's count. So, since ito ay negative, ang ikot natin or rotation natin is clockwise. Kung paano ang ikot ng orasan. So, here's our 90, 180, and 270. So, as you can see, dito siya tumama. Okay? So, therefore, 270 is also a quadrantal angle. Okay? Diba? Napakadali ng quadrantal angle. Basta nasa x and y axis lang siya malolocate, automatic that is quadrantal angle. Okay? So, let us proceed na po. Now, let's talk about the coterminal angles. So, when we say coterminal angles, these are angles in standard position that has the same terminal. Ibig sabihin, same lang sila ng terminal kahit magkakaiba yung mga angles nila. Basta pareha sila ng terminal, we can call this as coterminal angles. Okay? The coterminal angle of a given angle could be a positive or negative. So, pwedeng positive, pwedeng negative, basta same sila ng terminal angle. Okay? Next. So, as you can see in our example, we have the 50 degree. And, if we're going to draw again another angle with the same terminal, we have the 410. So, as you can see, same sila ng terminal. That's why 50 and 410 are coterminal angles. Okay? So, let's have an example. Okay, so for example, we have 25 degree. So, let us find the coterminal of 25 degree. So, let us draw our Cartesian plane. And remember again, class, that our initial side is here. Basta dapat nasa positive x-axis lang siya. So, for example, 25 degree is located here. Okay? So, this is 25 degree. So, how to find the coterminal of 25 degree? So, all you have to do, class, is it's either add or subtract 360. Kasi di ba ang isang ikot, ang one rotation is equal to 360. That's why mag-a-add lang kayo ng 360 dito para malaman nyo yung coterminal ng 25. So, halimbawa, count tayo ha. So, mula dito, 90, di ba? Nag-add ulit tayo ng 90, 180. Pag nag-add ulit tayo ng 90, 270. Pag nag-add ulit ng 90, that is 360. Diba? Isang ikot is 360. Now, may 25 tayo dito, diba? So, 360 plus 25, we got, that is 385. So, therefore, class, 25 degree and 385 degree are coterminals. Okay? So, parehas sila ng terminal. So, it's either i-drawing ninyo or pwede namang mag-add na lang kayo ng 360. So, 360 plus 25, we got 385 degree. So, the coterminal of 25 degree is 385 degree. That's so easy, right? Pero, if you have um, a Cartesian plane, so for example, ito yan, and syempre, ang initial side natin is here. And negative yung kailangang kunin. Okay? Negative, kailangang hanap natin yung coterminal ng 25 degree and negative naman. So, kung ito yung ating, okay, ito yung 25 degree angle, hanapin natin yung coterminal niya. So, kung magka-clockwise tayo, count natin, 90, 180, 270. Ano yung natitira na lang dito? Okay? Ano yung natitira dito? Kung 90 to, okay, 90 ang isang ganito at may 25 dito, ano yung naan dito? That is, yes, that is 65. Okay? That is 65 po. Kasi 65 plus 25 is 90. So, ibig sabihin, 270, kung 270 itong isang ikot na to mula dito, plus 65, we have 335. So, therefore, that is negative 335 degree. Pero paano po yon? So, all you have to do, class, is to subtract 25 lang kay 360. So, or you can add din naman. So, we have 25 minus 360. Okay? So, since nag-subtract ka, dapat mas malaki yung negative. Kasi mas nag-subtract ka ng 360. So, we have negative 335 degree. So, the other coterminal of 25 degree is negative 335 degree. And hindi lang yun pwede nyo makuha, ha? Pwede kayo mag-add ng 360 or mag-subtract ng 360 degree to get the coterminal of 25 degree. Okay po? So, ganun lang lagi. So, for example, the given is 85 degree and ayaw nyo siyang i-drawing but you need to find the coterminal of 85 degree. So, all you have to do is to add 360 degree lang. Okay? Add lang kayo. So, that is 5, 14, carry 1, 445 degree. So, the coterminal of 85 degree is 445 degree. So, ganun lang kabilis. Okay? O, halimbawa, kunin nyo yung the largest or the biggest negative coterminal of 85 degree. So, 85 degree minus 360 degree is equal to 275 degree. Negative to, class, since ito ay mas malaki yung negative 360. So, that is 275 degree. Okay? So, this is the coterminal of 85 degree in negative. Pero, pwede siyang lumiit ng lumiit. Okay? Basta subtract lang ng subtract ng 360. Okay po? And that's so easy to understand po on how to get the coterminal of our given angle. Okay? So, next. So, how about the reference angle? So, the positive acute angle formed between the terminal side of the given angle and the x-axis. So, in the figure, 135 degree is the given angle and its reference angle is 45 degree. Okay. So, para mas mabilis ninyong matandaan or maintindihan yung reference angle, ganito yan, class, ha? when we say reference angle, it should be positive acute angle. So, pag sinabing acute angle, ibig sabihin that is less than 90 degree. Pag sinabing positive, ibig sabihin hindi siya pwedeng maging negative. Kaya nga positive eh. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lahat ng reference angle natin ay positive. Okay? The positive acute angle formed between the terminal side of the given angle and the x-axis lang. Ibig sabihin, sa x-axis nyo lang yon matatagpuan. Okay? Wala nang iba pa. So, in the figure, kung makikita nyo, our given is 135 degree. Ano po yung reference angle niya? Hindi pwedeng dito kayo kumuha. Dapat daw sa x-axis lang. So, kung ito yung x-axis nyo, ano yung value nito? Ma'am, paano po malaman yan? Class, tandaan, ang half ng ikot ay 180. So, ano yung sobra kay 180 na makukuha ninyo dito? Kung may 135 degree tayo dito, ano yung sobra niya? That is 45 degree. Okay? So, let's have another example para mas maintindihan ninyo. Okay. So, for example, we have 150 degree. So, draw tayo ng Cartesian plane. So, remember class, na ito yung ating initial side. Laging ang initial side nasa positive, x-axis. So, di ba ito ay assuming lang. Di ba sabi ko nga sa inyo, kailangan talagang marunong tayong mag-assume. So, 90 to. Ilan na lang yung kulang to make it 150? So, 90. So, kulang pa tayo ng 60. So, baka nandito yung 60. So, ito ay 150 degree. Okay? 150 degree yan. Ano na lang po ito? Bakit yan po natin kukunin yung reference angle? According to the definition, ang reference angle daw is in between the terminal side at sa x-axis. So, saan ba malapit itong terminal side natin na to? Dito lang sa x-axis na to. Ano po yung value niya? Tandaan, 180 degree to. Kung 150 to, ano to? That is 30 degree. So, therefore, the reference angle of 150 degree is 30 degree. Okay po? So, ayan po yung reference angle niya. Okay, another given. Ma'am, what if naman po, kung ang given natin, okay, kung ang given naman natin is, halimbawa, ito pa rin yung initial side, hindi nagpapago yan. Ang given naman natin ay 60 degree. Okay, ano po ang, what is the reference angle of 60 degree? So, the reference angle of 60 degree, sabi diba, in between the terminal side at x-axis. So, kung 60 degree ang given natin, of course, the reference angle is also 60 degree. Kasi nga, when we say reference angle, that is acute angle. Hindi naman pwedeng dito manggaling. Okay? Hindi pwede. Kasi, magiging obtuse angle na siya. Eh, sabi sa definition, acute angle lang. So, dapat less than 90 degree. Okay po? So, therefore, that is our reference angle. So, the reference angle of 60 degree is 60 degree din. Kasi nanggaling siya kay terminal at saka kay x-axis. Okay po? Now, for example naman, we have 335 degree. So, nasaan kaya yung 335 degree? So, ito yung ulit yung ating initial side. So, 335, hanapin natin. 90, 180, 270. Ilan na lang ang kulang? That is 65. Diba? So, 65. Ito yon. So, kunwari, ito yung 65 na. So, therefore, ito na yung 335 degree. 35 degree. Okay. So, what is the reference angle of 335 degree? So, ito yung 335 degree natin, ha? So, to find the reference angle of 335 degree, sabi, in between x-axis, ito yung x-axis natin, at in between siya ng terminal side. So, ano to? So, since ang isang ikot ay 360, ano na lang ang kulang to make it 360? Yes, that is 25 degree. And hindi siya pwedeng maging negative, ha, class? Sabi nakalagay doon, positive acute angle. That's why the reference of angle of 335 degree is 25 degree. So, ganun lang lagi. Hanapin nyo kung nasaan yung may pinakamalapit niyang x-axis in between ng terminal side. And that is the reference angle. Okay? So, I hope class na naintindihan nyo yung lessons natin for today. So, thank you so much and have a nice day. God bless. Goodbye.